Oh. Hi. Um, I've never done videos in front of the camera before. Normally, I do stuff behind the camera. On my YouTube channel, I've gotten 17,000 subscribers to this point from doing films about history on New York, abandoned places like Tennessee Wonderland, which is part of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. There's an old hotel, a bunch of houses there that I went and explored, which is really a lot of fun. Different row of houses that most people see when they go to Elkmont. Most of the time they drive through some old houses on the left and right side, not the same area. It's about a mile away maybe, where I explored, where the Wonderland Hotel was. Pretty cool. Also explored other places like Cayman Brac. There was a resort on the island called Divi Tiara Beach Resort, and that place is now gone. It was demolished in 2019. And there was another place in Gatlinburg, Tennessee that I looked at one time called Fun Mountain. And Fun Mountain was a small, not too impressive theme park, amusement park. Kind of walked around there and explored that area. Those videos, as well as some New York videos about photos from then versus now, the before and after photos. I did one of those that's been, I think, one of my most popular videos in terms of views. 2 million plus, I think, views on one of those. And compares the 19th century, late 1880s maybe, or early to mid 1880s, to present day. That was a lot of fun too. So I started making videos online 1999 or 2000, and it was for Perfect Dark on Nintendo 64. I used to make videos of myself playing, recorded with my camera. I would actually play on the little camera viewfinder, little flip out LCD screen, and I would take those videos and put them online. And it was a really crazy process back then because you had to capture the video on a camera on a tape, capturing it to a tape at this point, around 2000. And then you had to capture that tape to your computer. You had to then, create a file, and then you had to wait for the upload. And the upload back then might take, I don't know, for a 5-minute video, might be a few hours depending upon how you compress the file. Because if you have a 56K modem or maybe high speed back then, it would take a while. So I did some of that video stuff with Perfect Dark. If you can believe it, it's 21 years ago, around 2000. I would sometimes take videos I created to school, in high school. And in my first period of my senior year, I had math, some sort of algebra class. And I would ask the teacher if he minded if I used the computers, because the school had slightly faster internet speed than we had at home. Maybe I still had 56K at home at that point, and the school had T1 or something like that, whatever that means. So he would let me, and this was a pretty strict algebra teacher who let me do this. So it was kind of cool. Like, he was really strict about math, but whenever it came to me being like, hey, I'm trying to upload some video game videos to the internet, it would, like, a light bulb went off in his head, and he was like, yeah, that's cool. And he would go let me do that. So that was awesome. I would upload videos and only a few hundred people might view them because you had to download it back then. And a lot of people didn't have high speed. You had to wait a few hours, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours sometimes, to get a video. And then you watched it and the quality was terrible. It was tiny. Might be 360 by 240, 240 by 180. In some cases, I think there was whatever's below that, 240 by 180, 160 by 120, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. So here I am 21 years later after doing a modest amount of YouTube stuff. And I think that I have more videos I can make. And I've got this microphone that I got 3 or 4 Christmases ago that I finally put together. I've got a light. And I got the camera. The camera that I'm recording this with right now is the same camera that I used, same lens for Tennessee Wonderland, the abandoned resort in Cayman Brac, Tennessee Mountain View. Yeah, and here I am. So it's interesting being in front of the camera versus behind it, especially since whenever I first started making videos 21 years ago for the internet, you know, that's still 5 years before YouTube, I was hoping so much that there would be something that turned out to be YouTube, you know, where you can upload videos and actually have a place to put them. Because before that, you had to find storage space on a random website. Good luck. It wasn't easy. And you probably had to pay for the number of megabytes or whatever it may be that were downloaded, bandwidth. So that wasn't fun. YouTube is free though, which is pretty amazing. It's a little disappointing, YouTube, in terms of what is most popular. Don't want to sound old, but whenever all of the trending videos are, you know, we ate the whole Taco Bell menu, or whatever, you know, it's like, really, is that the best we can do with this? So hopefully, you know, I've got a bin over here of New York history memorabilia from, you know, the 19th century, and it's stuff I've collected over the years. In fact, I've got one thing here. I got one here. Let me see if I can find the other one. Yep, there it is. Small, and I've got bigger stuff in the bin, but this is a souvenir token coin from the opening of the Brooklyn Bridge on May 24th, 1883. And on the front, it says souvenir of the opening of the East River Bridge, May 24th, 1883. And then it says 1867, and I think can't read the second part, 1883, maybe. And then, which I think are the years that they were building the Brooklyn Bridge. And on the back it says two cities as one, New York and Brooklyn. So little token, little piece of memorabilia there. The stuff in the bin is a lot more interesting. Glass plate negatives, some old, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Plus I have other ideas. So I've said a billion times here on my first in front of the camera video, and I'm recording this on an old camera. What I think I've made it work. And yeah, hopefully, and I've gone over 8 minutes, which I hear is the mark you want to hit. I didn't really do that on purpose. I'm not going to put mid-roll ads. Maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I guess I'll see if this video turned out right. If it did, I'll upload it, and hopefully there'll be a whole lot more quality stuff in the future, and I can look back at this little video and say, you know what? Look back whenever I made this first one and look what I'm doing now. So that's the hope. All right. Bye.